And we're live. I'm on here today because young Chuck wants to sit here. He got something need to get off his chest. So, go ahead, hit the light, boy. Over there.
All right.
I need some light. So, we gonna wait till young. That's not. It's the garage. Open up the whole garage. Go ahead. Anyway, so go on here. It's too much light. Go get the mail.
All right.
So we gonna wait for young Charles to come on here. So cut on this light. Take your hand down. There you go. Now you can go get the mail. Parenting. Anyway, so I think he didn't agree with what was going on with the Stone Cold and Chris Jericho interview, where he got some on his chest about the technical wrestlers.
No mail.
There was no mail. Go check. Anyway, and then we got the NXT going on tonight, part 1, the Stand and Deliver. So we got to check that out too. Okay. So if anybody got anything to say, got any opinions and everything, we gonna go over this shit. So starting out slow today, but we gonna get going. And wave to everybody. Fuck it. I said everybody wave. Wave. You know. Crazy shit. It's gonna be a long fucking week. It's already been a long week. No man? Okay. I don't think it's a bad idea to have Chris talk with Stone Cold. I didn't think it was either. I was surprised. Here, close up. And just crack it. I'm very, very surprised that they even did the shit. Which, I mean, let it go down. Anyway. So, anybody got any things? I'm fine with crossovers like that, but I would agree I was surprised. Yeah. It ain't nothing wrong with crossovers. Let's see, who can we invite? Go live in the room. What?
Sorry.
You see how I crack it? Crack it just like that.
I do not know how to hold it.
Would you want me on camera? Oh shit, elevated science. Come on and join in. Oh shit.
What's up, man? What's up? I'm at work. I just wanted to say what's up because I know I can't watch this live the whole way through. Kind of hard holding the camera and fucking delivering mail. So just want to say what's up. And that whole PC Peacock Broken Souls shit is bullshit. Because you know damn well Chris Benoit is the best technical wrestler he's ever seen or even faced in his whole lifetime. And the thing I said on Voxer about Sasha Banks, they let that Sammy Guevara shit slide because she's black. So I'm out, man. Peace.
Hey, you're making some fucking points there. I can't argue with you. You made some fucking points. Cause I don't know why they let him get away with that. Go put it in my dresser. So, yeah, I mean, he had who the fuck he named? He named He named fucking what? Eddie Guerrero. I mean, Eddie Guerrero, he does have the technical, excuse me, he did have the technical ability, but I don't know if you gonna say something like Chris Benoit, and I'm like, I didn't understand because Chris Jericho been outspoken about Chris Benoit. So I mean, I just don't picture him sitting there not saying anything. Well, where you going? Smoke. Get your ass in the house. You know how that shit goes. And hit that. I want you to get it down a crack like this. Okay?
All right.
What's going on, Tornado? Shit. Dynasty on here. Okay, clips. Shit. You can talk. People know you're here.
Guys, subscribe to my dad's channel.
Oh God, thank you. But yeah. So we gotta get through all this shit today. All right, push it. And then push it. There you go. Good job. Hey. All right. Go finish watching the Hall of Fame.
Subscribe, everyone.
Yeah, they know. Kids. Anyway. It's a lot of shit going on with that. First off is what fucking Tony Khan calling himself, the fucking hidden room or the hidden door, the hidden message, wherever the fuck he calling himself. Oh shit. Well, I went out and bought a new whip. Yeah, you got to put Tornado. You got to put some pictures up. Let's see what your new whip. Or you can tell us. Pay cash. Yeah, that's all. That's the best way. Shit. On my damn truck, the damn transmission went out. I got to drop 15 to get it rebuilt. It's hard for me. I'm so used to not paying a fucking car note. I ain't paid a car note in over a decade. And it's like, who the fuck wants to pay a car note? Which part would JBL say?
I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I don't appreciate the commercial with Chris Jericho on the Broken Skull sessions. I know today is NXT, and I know today is NXT, and I know that there's a lot of shit going on. However, before we get there, we're going to address this shit with Chris Jericho right now. Number one, you don't mention technical wrestlers, and you don't mention Chris Benoit. I mean, does WWE have your dick in a cheese grater? I mean, what the fuck is this situation? What the fuck are we talking about here? It's just like I told you guys a few minutes ago. If you're not going to do it right, then you don't do it at all. You understand what I'm saying? You don't do it at all. You don't tell me technical wrestlers and you mention fucking Dean Malenko and Eddie Guerrero when you know you want to mention Chris Benoit, the Dynamite Kid, Bret the Hitman Hart, Owen Hart, and we'll throw in fucking Lance Storm for good measure. You don't do that, Randy. You just don't fucking do that. Now here it is. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be completely. Let me fix my phone and shit. Look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so ready for NXT right now that I'm watching John Wick because it's on the USA Network. Just so that as soon as it go off, the show's gonna start.
That John Wick name drop.
I'm watching bum ass Kevin Nash be a bodyguard and talking because I'm getting ready for goddamn NXT. You understand? Now, a lot of people may not feel the same way I do, and a lot of people might take things personal and whatnot. But to mention technical wrestlers and not mention Chris Benoit should be a crime. We all know what happened. We all know the story. It's something that will be the black face of wrestling history. And as we get older, I notice that everything that we ever loved, everything that we ever liked, all that shit is gone. It's in the shit house. If you like watching fucking Bill Cosby, if you like watching the Cosby Show, if you like fucking bitches to R. Kelly, all that shit is in the shit house now. We got nothing left. We don't got fucking shit. The one thing we got left is wrestling. Wrestling is the one thing we got left. And before they try to take that away from us, all I'm asking for is for motherfuckers to be truthful about what the fuck they see. Now, Chris Jericho, what is Chris Jericho? What is the point of Chris Jericho having to hide his feelings? This is the guy that's been talking shit about WWE. You know, this is the guy that's been. Oh, let me tell you something. That's a bunch of bullshit. You know why? Because Chris Jericho has never stopped working for the WWE. It's the same reason why he sent Hogan to destroy TNA. It's the same reason why he sent Jericho. It's the same fucking shit. Mention us as much as you want, but fuck their fucking program up. And he's done exactly that. He's followed his assignment. And for his good work, he gets to do this show with Stone Cold Steve Austin. And that's wonderful. But Chris, if you're not going to do it right, then don't do it at all. If you're not going to mention the real technical wrestlers, then don't fucking do the interview. Don't fucking do it. It's like that shit Rappaport was telling fucking Kevin Durant's whole cake ass the other day. If you don't want to do the interview, don't do the fucking interview. Now, if you're going to do it right, do it right. Benoit was a racist. See, there needs some mail delivered somewhere. Shit. And it's Wednesday. It's ad day, nigga. Deliver them goddamn sales papers. You know goddamn well Chris Benoit wasn't no fucking racist.
No, they taking up stimulus cards right now. That's what's going on right now.
Let me tell you something, Jack. I got up early this morning. I got up at fucking 2 o'clock this morning. I did my loads early, got them out the way. When I came home, I fucking cut my grass because I didn't want to hear Melissa's mouth and I didn't want to hear fucking code enforcement's mouth. I cut the fucking grass in the heat just so I can sit down, relax, and watch NXT in peace. And the thing is, I'm cool and everything with Peacock taking over. That's fine. But goddamn, man, we're adults. If you want to put a disclaimer on the product, put a disclaimer on the product and have us click a box or something saying we ain't gonna sue nobody if we see something we don't like. You know? They could do that. We're adults, man. You know what I'm saying? They could do that. I'll click a box that says, you know, let me see some shit and keep the DX skit with Nation of Domination. I wasn't offended by that. They were talking about those individuals that they were going against, not the entire black race. Now, sometimes you do got to draw a line in the sand. You know what's racist and you know what ain't. I mean, come on, we've been dealing with this shit our whole lives. This shit ain't nothing new, but don't take away our fun because everybody's fucking sensitive. Man, you know, you can't even fucking eat pancakes with Angel Mama's face on the cover no more. The pancakes don't even taste as good no more, Randy.
Hey, they just had a racist at the Hall of Fame last night.
Oh, and I'm glad you brought that shit up. Don't get me started on that fucking bullshit that they call the Hall of Fame show part 1 and 2. What a half-ass job. You telling me that you couldn't do no better than that? You couldn't do no better than that? They couldn't even get Juice and Liger a fucking interpreter? All this fucking time? Man, oh, God. I'm going to tell you, when the NWO went up there, bro, when the NWO went up there, I thought at least, you would name everybody that was in the faction that helped sell the T-shirts, that helped fucking put the product over, that helped us get to that main event with Hogan's lazy ass every fucking month. Because that's what made the NWO the NWO. It wasn't Hogan in those 10-minute fiascos that we call main events, where he took off the weight belt and whooped you for 10 minutes, and then everybody intervened, and then the match was over.
What was it?
They think nobody but themselves. I don't understand that, bro. How the fuck do you not acknowledge Vicious and Delicious, bro? They were your primetime tag team. How do you not mention Randy Savage? The
Big Papa Bump
of the NWO.
Big Papa Pump
I don't get it, bro.
is your hookup.
Man,
Holla. If you
bro.
hear me.
I'm thinking like, man, the NWO was so much more than just Hogan, Hall, and Nash and Six. Like it's man, it was so much more than that. And they didn't get no credit for it. How do you not fucking acknowledge Sonny Ono? Sonny Ono created the NWO. Eric Bischoff even said it on Pritchard's podcast. Like, he got the idea from Sonny Ono because Masahiro Chono and fucking Great Muta was already running it in fucking New Japan. I don't get it. I don't get it. It just, man, dude. Anyway, I'm gonna get off my soapbox because I expect tonight to be a great night with the NXT product. But I just feel like since we sat there, me and Travelino was commenting back and forth as we was watching that shit live, and we both was like, God damn, I mean, you don't have people presenting these people. They don't have their presenters, which is normally somebody that's really, crucial in their life. You didn't have that. You didn't have trophies. The only trophy you did have was that piece of shit Ultimate Warrior trophy. That shit was like a fucked up ice cream bar. That shit was terrible. And I don't even think that was actually a real trophy. That was like a piece of a fucking coffee table, and they put the Ultimate Warrior sticker on it. Did you see it?
I saw it.
Oh God, it was horrible, man.
Hey, I think one of the problems, just even with that, right? And I mean, we went on some past shows. We sat there and talked about it. Where I'm sorry, Shad Gaspard, he should have been one of them. Either pick which year you want to, 2020 or 2021. Shad Gaspard should have been. I get with Titus O'Neil, but to me, Titus O'Neil's still living.
This is what I don't understand about that. See, I'm a little confused now about the Warrior Award. Mm-hmm. I'm a little confused about it. I didn't know that it was about philanthropy. I didn't know it was about staying on your job 50 years. I thought it was about people who
going through extraordinary things.
Yeah, I thought it was because of people who were sick, who either beat their disease or succumbed to their disease, but it was their bravery of their fight during that situation. I mean, we all know that, Titus O'Neil, everything that he does is wonderful. But did he deserve the Warrior Award? Not exactly. Now, there's a special place for him.
You could,
but listen, that Warrior Award was not it. And
Titus O'Neil can get that. It's because of this. Because I seen this story on that Tamara Hall show. Like, he was a product of rape. Somebody raped his mama, and he was the product of it.
Understandable, and he said that.
And don't have nothing to do with his daddy or whatever the fuck. And he turned something definitely negative.
Before you go any further, Tamara Hall can get it.
I believe that. Yeah, I saw it.
It wasn't until that busted challenge.
Yeah.
It wasn't until that busted challenge that I became a believer. But Tamara Hall can get it. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I didn't see she had the flexibility like that. But with that, for him turning such a huge negative into a positive, where not only he a single father taking care of his kids, taking care of his mama, and dealing with all the shit. Let's just be honest. All the shit he had to deal with in the WWE, with Vince McMahon damn near blackballing him, or whiteballing him.
You know what, Ray Money, you're right. I do remember Warrior saying that about that dude that sold all his action figures for him. You're right about that. That's what it was. Yeah. Okay, so the lawyer qualifies then. The one that was real sweet with Warrior's family after he died.
It was the same. I forgot that dude's name. They in the interviews they always mentioned him because it wasn't just he sold action figures and T-shirts. Like, he was giving them ideas to come up with shit.
No, the guy Ultimate Warrior was talking about he was a guy moving the merch.
No, I'm saying it's the same guy. I think Stone Cold. I seen this one of Stone Cold interview. He brought him up too, and that's why I said he was giving them ideas because I think he gave Stone Cold the idea about the smoking skulls and shit. He gave him the idea too. He wasn't just flipping merch; he was giving ideas too. I think Jimmy Miranda. There you go. That's his name. And he helped out a few people, a lot of people.
Well, we
So
know why that lawyer got in there because he probably done got Vince's ass off the hook so many times.
shit, his ass, daddy's ass.
Shit, he
You don't know
probably the
who
one
the
that
fuck.
fucking took care of that deal with Jimmy Snuka, where
He died. He died, and yeah. I know he been long dead, 2002. But that's why I said when you with Titus, I get it, and plus he from Tampa down there. I mean, I think he was on that national. He
I'm
was on that
fucking with the
national.
button, fucking with the
Yeah,
buttons on the goddamn phone.
yeah, I see.
I was trying to
I
see
think
some comments because maybe my comments is freezing, but
Chuck with that toothpick looking like Razor Ramon. LOL. Ramon is ham in Spanish. Fucking Jose stupid. But
thank you, Jose. I appreciate it.
but with that being said, he do a lot of charity work, a lot of charity work. He got a foundation
Well, he
and all that
got
shit.
all the time to do it because he's not main eventing or wrestling or anything. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's cool that WWE holds him on as an ambassador and stuff, and hopefully he's taking this time to build his own brand because eventually
I'm,
he might be part of the spring cleaning soon. So
I mean, hell, let's be honest. They gave him the Warrior work because he hosting that fucking WrestleMania with Hogan.
God. You know what? I would have been like, I'll host Saturday and that motherfucker could host Sunday. Hey, that's one thing I did want to bring up too, and I'm sure everybody that watched the Hall of Fame acknowledged it. Every time them backstage announcers brought up Hogan, nigga, everybody changed the subject. Nigga, when they asked the New Day about Hulk Hogan and them, they changed the subject to the Bella Twins. They were like, we happy to see the Bella Twins. And then I think MVP and Lashley, they asked them about the NWO, and fucking MVP was like, we're here to whoop Drew McIntyre's ass or some shit. Like they
What?
totally changed the subject. They don't like to talk about Hogan. You know, some of us we can't forget how he really feel and what he really said. He got to kill him. But yeah, every time they ask the black wrestlers about Hogan or the NWO, they all change the subject. They ain't have a good thing to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are still pissed.
And
A
they
lot of
should
people
be.
still pissed.
And they should be.
Jordan.
You know what I'm saying? They should be upset still because really, Hogan didn't really apologize. He didn't really apologize. He needs to throw it beneath him still. You know?
No,
Like it's different.
no. He
If you come
apologized because
with your do-rag in your hand, you know, and you show him the cul-de-sac and you fucking tell him the truth, that's one thing. But he didn't fucking do that. Because in his heart he still think he's bigger than everybody else. And he feel like black people should just fall in line. And I know Titus O'Neil did the job, but goddamn, man. Hey, you know he didn't want to fucking do that shit.
no. See, if they wanted to do it right,
My pal Titus O'Neil. Like, you don't even know that guy, you fucking asshole. You not those
they,
fucking people at the diner that you faked it off with.
hey, hey. But if they wanted to do it right, what they should have did was have him. Of course, he apologized to everybody in the back, but he should have came out in front, and he should have been made to humble himself in front of the whole world.
And he wouldn't have never done it.
He would have did it because you know why? Because he wants to be the center of attention. Even if he's doing a fucking apology, coming with hat in hand, he's in the center of attention. That's how Hogan is. He's still living off that shit the fucking 80s and the 90s, and he don't want to give that shit up. And that's just what it is. You know, it'd be totally different. It'd be totally different if they told his ass like, look, only way you can come back, you gotta apologize to the world. You gotta apologize to everybody. Not just no fucking blanket statement where you're sitting there saying something. You gotta humble yourself, motherfucker. Oh, you have to humble yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
And he would have did it.
I
He
mean,
would have did
do
it because
you remember the story that he told when he was going to kill himself and Layla Ali was the one that talked him out of it? A black person talked him out of it because he was going to off himself because he was a fucking coward because his wife was fucking a 19-year-old? Like, what the fuck? And then you go and you make those comments because you don't want your daughter with a black man. It's like, come on.
hey, first off, if you watch them Hogan Knows Best, where he damn near had the blackmailer to giving up some ass. I knew then. I remember telling your ass back then. I said, she don't like fucking him.
Yeah.
I was like, you could tell back then.
It's because she was so used to being passed around the locker room, you know? Like, fucking Ultimate Warrior nigga was one of the few people that said no to his wife.
Hey, it was all about Warrior dropping all them nuggets. You like, Randy didn't like you.
I mean, someone's got to tell the truth around here. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
You out here crying. Randy didn't like you. And I mean, you come to find out why. Because Hogan was fucking tripping up his marriage with Elizabeth. He was trying to fuck it up every fucking turn.
Man, I tell you, man. I just wonder, you know, like we all loved the guy in the 80s, man. Like we loved Hogan in the 80s, we loved him in the 90s. But man, it come to a point where like you see somebody like Ric Flair, it took him almost dying to fucking finally realize like, okay, maybe I better take it easy. You know, Hogan's still trying to fucking be out there in the limelight and shit.
Well, you know what? I think what changed with Flair was Rick Jr. dying, or AKA Reed, when his whole life changed because he saw. Remember, Reed was the future. Reed was the one that's supposed to take the mantle. Reed had the skills. You know, Reed was supposed to be that next one. Because I don't know if you remember, it's back when they had that class. It was supposed to be Ricky Steamboat, son, Jr. It was supposed to be Reed Flair. It was supposed to be Cody Rhodes. It was all that little young class. And they all was down there in Georgia. It was all down. All of them were down there winning wrestling championships and shit like that. I mean, of course, you seen Reed fucking OD. Ricky Jr. got too injury prone, but he had skills. And Cody's the only one that made it out of there. And let's be honest, Cody was the lesser talented of the three.
Cody got a reality show now. He's probably about to be done wrestling too. Probably gonna be a full-time executive. I mean, Sam, we know about David Flair. You know, he got his ass beat with that belt. We know. You know,
Hogan tried to beat shit out of him, and wasn't that Ric Flair wanted to kick Hogan's ass in real life for that shit?
I just couldn't get on board with David Flair and really believe him. You know, it's different with fucking Dustin Rhodes, where you could overlook the fact that he didn't have no personality, that he could actually wrestle. Because, you know, his personality didn't come until Goldust. That's when the personality came. Because when he was just Dustin Rhodes trying to be in his father's shadow, he was a boring wrestler. He was boring. You know? That Goldust shit really flipped his ass upside down.
When Dustin Rhodes, that was the thing. You know, you overlooked him not having a personality, but you like, damn, he ain't that damn bad in the ring. Damn, he's pretty good.
Yeah, that just started like that. Get cracked in his face like with the best of them.
Yeah, Piper tried to fucking dislodge his fucking face.
You know what's funny? Okay, I think didn't you put that story up where now we find out that it was Dustin who told him to crack him like that?
Yeah.
He told him to level him like that. I'm like, well, shit. Piper didn't do him any favors, bro. There wasn't no liberties, nigga. That I still say that one when he got right on top of him and he put this knuckle out in front and just busted him right in his fucking nose. I still say that one had to hurt more than the one where he drew back and popped him on the side of the head.
Hey, but the one he drew back, that's when he broke his hand.
Man, yeah.
When Piper broke his fucking hand. He drew back.
Man, people don't realize that was one of the best fucking street fights I ever saw. With that fucking gold Cadillac fucking coming in his feet and that nigga hitting that shit with that fire hose. It's like, who the fuck gave this motherfucker a fire hose?
Hey, I think everybody, because I remember that was, 96? I mean, you showed that shit to anybody. I remember people used to come to my grandma's house, and I was watching the tape. They was like, what the fuck is that?
They had a nerve to do their little mock OJ chase.
They said, oh, shit, he really hit him. Did you just hear that?
Yep. I remember everybody in my house that at that time was like, God damn, I thought this shit was fake. I was like, well, you saw he just got cracked for real.
He got popped.
Yeah. So what you think is going to happen tonight, man?
Shit. Let's see.
Start
NXT's gonna be good.
start at the bottom and work your way to the top. You got the pre-show match with the cakes and what's her name? The new girl, the old man.
Well, nobody knows that's up your ass because you know that shit.
Tim Herman, old Tim Herman. I think he dude, he like 55 years old, bro. Fucking that girl in NXT, man. And he from San Bernardino. Proud of the guy.
he done moved up through his woman, but
well, no, he's a part of a lot of stuff in history, and I mean a lot of history. But yeah, man, he an old man banging that young girl, and she going against Tony Storm with the cake. They the pre-show.
Hey, you think about it, and think about this, and this is why I get on AEW's ass. Think about it. She came out of nowhere, and you see if you have some ability and you showcase correctly. Look at her. She damn near known more than fucking any of the fucking bitches in AEW.
But see, she's been
except
around.
For Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa.
She's been around. That girl came from NWA.
I'm saying where people can sit there, they getting showcased.
Yeah.
She getting showcased and they can work.
No, she had a really good debut, and she's wrestled some good matches. She had to lose to the people she lost to because these people are on the up and up, you know. But that's the pre-show match, and then the show is probably going to start with Pete Dunne versus fucking
Kushida. Is he going against Kushida?
Yeah. The Japanese.
You know that's going to be a hard hitting match.
Yeah. Pete Dunne gonna break all his fingers, his toes, gonna pull his ear sockets out.
Ooh.
Yeah, all that shit's happening tonight.
Yeah.
You know? And then you got the three-way tag team championship match, which I honestly think they're gonna slide that to MSK. I don't think they're gonna get at the Escobar's crew. Or the
you look at
young veterans.
You look at MSK, they've been on fire since they left TNA.
I think they're gonna slide on the belts.
Yeah, and then you think about it, they won the Dusty Cup. They pushing these boys.
Yeah, they gonna slide them the belts tonight. And it's gonna be a good match.
Think about it. It's rare that you see a team coming from another company, coming from TNA, which they was good over there, which they had belts over there, coming to WWE or NXT. And
I was already sold on Desmond Alexander. I didn't really know his tag team partner all that well.
It was three of them.
I already thought Desmond was solo.
Trey Miguel was supposed to come over. He ended up saying either the WWE rejected him or he said, you know what, I'm a bag out. And then he went back to TNA.
Right. Yeah, he I think they're gonna get the belts tonight, and then you got a huge double main event. Actually, I think that gauntlet match is tonight too for the North American title. That match, I thought for sure that fucking
Drake.
Yeah, I thought for sure that fucking the guy from Gargano's crew was in that, but apparently he's not.
No, he's not.
I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to see LA Knight. I ain't gonna lie, I hate seeing Shane Strickland overlooked as much as he's been getting. You know,
but he had the fucking what's that, the 205 belt. He was champion. He had that for a cup of coffee.
Nigga's not a cruiserweight though, man. You see how big that nigga is? That nigga ain't no fucking cruiserweight. That's like when they get that fucking cruiserweight belt to Tony Nese. You know, Tony Nese ain't no goddamn cruiserweight. He can fucking bench more than damn near the whole fucking roster.
That motherfucker got a 10-pack, nigga. I ain't never seen that.
Where the fuck is he at nowadays? We don't even see him no more. Is he injured?
You know, they still got that 205 show, so they'd be on there.
Man, Tony Nese is good, bro. You know, like, I know a lot of people, they wanna fucking give Drew Gulak the fucking nod, but for my money, 205, I like Tony Nese, man. You know, I thought they give the Gulak. I thought Daivari was good.
Tony Nese is 5'2", though.
Is he really? Why does he look so much bigger in the ring?
Because he cut up.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I guess I could put him at cruiserweight. Shit. But still, his size, though. And then you
Yeah.
got that huge double main event. I mean, we know that Tommaso Ciampa's not going to win the NXT UK title, but goddamn if they're not going to fucking give you 30 minutes of fucking fire.
Look, I'm gonna call it right now. Even though if you see the UK, they pay-per-view is tomorrow too. And
So wait,
I'm
Walker working
calling.
tonight and he gonna work tomorrow too?
I don't know. I
Oh
don't
no,
think
he
he can.
can't. He can't fly back.
Yeah, he gave. No, I think this was gonna happen. He gonna hold it longer, and then fucking old Davey Jr., David R. Smith or Harry Smith, he coming for that shit.
That'd be
He
pretty
gonna be the
cool.
one to take it off.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. So just remember that. I put that on Wrestleheads, and just like the big news today is when a WWE exec says Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey will be coming back sooner than later.
Fine. You know,
You knew they were gonna be coming back.
some shit you just got to deal with. You know, it's like when you ask for Honey Nut Cheerios and they give you the regular ones. Some shit you just got to fucking deal with. Like, okay, fine. You know,
What?
I'm
What's
not
the?
gonna, I'm
No,
not
that's
gonna
not
let
like.
that, I'm not gonna let that bring down my mood of the women that are really important, the ones that are working tonight. Raquel Gonzalez and Io Shirai. Io Shirai has been a great champion.
I think she
It's
dropping
time,
tonight.
yeah, it's time to pass it over. It's time to pass it
Yeah.
over. Let Raquel take it for let her take it for a ride this summer. You know,
Yeah.
because Io Shirai's ready to come up. She's ready to go to the next level. I don't see the point. What else could she do in NXT? You know, she's done it all, and she's a real risk taker. She's a really great wrestler, and I don't know how they're going to translate her to the next level with that language barrier. You know, but
Yeah. I don't.
I'm sure
That's my
Oscar helped her.
problem. That's my problem with people. They know they're gonna come over. Learn English. Everybody can't get over without speaking English. Like Oscar's doing it because her little personality shines through her shit. And even the little pirate princess, she can do it she did it because
She did it
it
because
shines through. Everybody,
when she turned dark, nigga, she wore Jordans to the ring.
yeah, that was hard.
But
So everybody can't get over like that, and that's the
yeah,
thing about it. NXT made Japanese girls superstars, not like AEW and the dumb shit
but you
they.
know what? But you know what, Sammy? The one that they do have carrying their women's title, she's actually really good. The girl that's the AEW Women's Champion. Now it's not her
Um,
fault that she's got to deal
what's
with.
her Kira?
Yeah,
Her
but
Kira.
it's not her fault. She's got to carry matches with that lump of shit Nyla Rose and fucking people like that. You know, like that's not her fault that she's got shit to work with over there. She's actually really good. Like if she was in NXT, you probably be looking at her in a totally different way. Seriously,
Yeah,
because
I mean
you're
it's
as a
possible.
wrestler, as a wrestler, you're only as good as your competition. Like you can't tell me that you're a primetime wrestler and all you did was beat a bunch of Brian Knobs. Like your competition is everything as far as building your name. Is building those gems, those matches that people can watch over and over again. I mean, how do you think that shit would have went? SummerSlam '92 if the British Bulldog would have wrestled Sid Justice. Nobody would be talking about that shit today. Nobody would have gave a hot rat's ass about it.
But see,
He was in there with the
you
big
had two,
man, bro.
and I'm not going on a limb saying this. You had two technical wrestlers with the Bulldog and Bret Hart in there, and I mean that's just made me think when before I came out here, I was listening to Harry Smith's fucking speech, and he was like, my dad could work with anybody. Like he was so versatile. It's like you have a power match, you can have a power match. If you want to have a technical wrestling match, you have a technical wrestling match. Like it's crazy when the Bulldog can just sit there and do whoever the fuck he was in the ring with. He could adapt to that shit. Everybody couldn't do that.
Sammy, you killing me.
I feel the way I feel like I'm a porno 10, but I keep fucking them three.
Hey, them threes that make you come harder than them nines any day of the week. They just work harder. They apply their fucking skills more. You know, that's just the God honest truth. When you think about it, most of these bitches out here that's tens, all they do is pull guard. They just fucking lay there with their legs open. They don't do shit. Them fucking threes, them bitches done read books. They done fucking took 4 showers before you came over. Shit, they done got themselves a game plan together. Raymond Richardson, we started the show with that shit. Yeah, we started the show with that bullshit. Fucking Chris Jericho acting like he don't know what a technical wrestler is anymore. Yeah, we talked about that shit, you know. And Jose, he wasn't sucking no glass dick. He had a snorting cocaine problem.
Well, I think the way it was the pills fucking did him in, right?
No, but he was hard on the powder though, because fucking Brett was talking about when he had to carry him in a match, and he had been up for 48 hours on a coke bender, and when he took him over, he was like, "I'm fucked." You don't remember that? Yeah, he talked about that shit, man.
I was gonna say, wasn't that the early years or the later years?
No, this was in the mid '90s. The early years, I don't think so much. But you know what a lot of people don't talk about? I was listening to that Bruce Pritchard on the British Bulldog, and I didn't realize what really separated the Dynamite Kid from the British Bulldog and why they weren't friends anymore. And it was because WWE low-key brought the British Bulldog back and didn't bring the Dynamite Kid back. And he thought that, that was pretty rotten that he kind of left them hanging like that. And they actually lost their tenure in the company because fucking Dynamite Kid couldn't get along with Jacques Rougeau. He beat his ass backstage.
Little Jacques Rougeau.
Yep. And I guess Vince McMahon wanted them to fucking make peace. He asked them numerous times to make peace, and they just couldn't make peace, man. They fought each other, in the back.
Stupid.
But
professional wrestling fan, we got some requests at the request line.
Yeah, hit it up. I gotta use the restroom anyway. Shit, I'll be listening. I'll jump back on like if y'all do that thing with the Brady Bunch squares.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Got the headphones on.
How's it coming off? Yeah, I do. Yeah. What's going on,
How you doing?
Man, are you ready for NXT?
Great. I've been waiting a long time for this. Yeah,
you ready for NXT?
NXT, yeah. I'm not that excited for it, to be honest. It hasn't felt the same since the crowd left, They really need a crowd for this.
I think they're going to have some people up in there tonight, aren't they?
Well,
yeah.
Well, NXT always have people in their shit. They let a few family members and outside people. The only ones that will really get energized is at WrestleMania when they going to have all them. Well, they got like 25, 30,000 people up in there.
That's a lot, dude. You sure they can have it's Florida. They don't care.
Well, it's shit. Yeah. If they really cared, they could have went to Texas. You got the fucking Rangers putting 40,000. They got that ballpark.
Full fucking capacity, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I guess they maybe looked at it because it's open air.
Yeah,
so they can open the stadium up and they can do that shit. So,
hey, hold on real quick. I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
As I was saying, the UFC does it right. In April 24th, they're gonna have like 15,000 fans packed in an arena.
Who?
The UFC in Florida. They don't care. Yeah, it's in Jacksonville. And it's going to be sold. It's already sold out. It sold out like in minutes. And they really don't care. This is going to be, it needs to have a crowd. I went to TakeOver War Games in Chicago. That was awesome. The crowd was where it needs to be for a show like that.
People don't realize the second city, of course, is my hometown. The wrestling fans are great out there. If you look at an event, and if the WWE don't interfere or fucking sit there trying to fuck up shit, the fans in Chicago is fucking amazing. And the crowd is active in every fucking thing. It don't matter which venue it is.
Yeah, man.
What's up, Roscoe?
We bring the energy. We bring the excitement that other cities don't. Like some other cities, they just be lacking,
Because it's wrestling fans back there. You got people who grew up watching it with their fucking parents or grandparents or shit. Like when me, my older brother got me fucking started in it, and then shit. You come start growing up. I didn't even know like my uncle watched the shit.
My
It's like
uncle,
people
my
like
great
talking to themselves.
grandfather. Shit,
Yeah.
I remember my mom telling me stories about my great grandfather taking them all in a cab down to G Street Arena. You know where they almost killed Freddie Blassie? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
they used to go down there every Friday night. And they tore that place down because bitches was getting raped up in there when they was doing fucking AIDS and foam parties in there. I was like, dude, this is the legendary G Street Arena. They turned this shit into some shit called the Master Dome with masturbators and all this bullshit. And then they end up tearing the fucking building down. I'm like, do you fucking snot-nosed bitches understand? This is the place that Freddie Blassie almost got killed. He almost didn't make it to the 215. Like, he almost didn't make it to the 215, Randy. He had to get out of his car. They blew his fucking car up and started shooting at him. If you can't draw heat like that, I'm not interested, bro. That's drawing real
Yeah.
heat. And they
That's the shit. That's the shit JBL.
in San Bernardino, California.
That's the shit JBL was talking about in his Hall of Fame speech.
Oh, I
Drawing
didn't
heat.
watch the Hall of Fame.
Oh man, let me tell you something, bro. When you get a chance, it's not as long as previous years, just because it feels like this one was so rushed. It was so half-assed. It was so rushed. You know, they said a few words and they got the fuck out of there. Like it
Exactly.
really wasn't. It really wasn't like.
They condensed a lot of people.
Yeah,
I told you
You know,
guys.
I didn't see all of it. They probably let Hogan and them motherfuckers talk forever.
they didn't. They didn't. They
Yeah,
didn't have a lot to say either.
man,
Like X-Pac
it was
thanked his
just not
mama
done
and
up.
shit. Then he moved to the side. And then Scott Hall, he just simply said thank you, and he moved to the side. Then they started cracking jokes on their old gimmicks and shit. You know, they started
Man,
putting
I
the
told you.
WWE over and sucking Vince's dick at the podium.
Well, I
Talking
mean,
about,
let's be honest. All four of them already Hall of Famers, so they put their little heart and souls in their first speeches. So
no,
it's like,
Man,
I mean, Kevin Nash told the truth though. He said, you know, the shit only meant something because we was WWE superstars. That's why. You know, that's
yeah,
why the Monday Night War was so good, is because he saw us on WWE television and we went over, and that's why, you know, because of those four, you know, even Hogan was like, "We're WWE guys, that's why I got over so well." I'm like, but you destroyed WCW with your fucking 10-minute piece of shit main events.
that's because
yeah,
they was giving them so much money.
That's the one
yeah, it was
time.
nice chatting with you guys.
Hey, that was the one
Oh,
I actually
time
got to go to the
that I
gym.
was
All
happy
right,
that Goldberg
okay.
got the shit out of
Thanks for coming
Hogan
in.
all right,
because Hogan
all
didn't want
right.
to
Have
fucking
yourself a good
go.
day.
See ya. That was the
Yeah,
one time that I was happy that Goldberg was reckless when he fucking speared the fuck out of Hogan because he didn't want to take it. And
that shit was
yo,
rough.
he took it for real. And
He didn't have no choice.
he didn't want to do the jackhammer. And Goldberg muscled his ass up and fucking dropped his old ass.
Boy, Hulk Hogan fuck. The bad thing, you just sit back and think about with Hogan, all the people he held back. You know, it could get more champions, more people deserve to get honored. I mean,
I
and
want to
then
know. I want to know when WWE is going to get their head out of their ass, and when are they going to do a special on Bash at the Beach 2000? When the
I
fuck are they
don't
going
know.
to do? When are they going to do a real fucking special about that shit? Get Russo in
It
there,
just
get Booker T in there, get Jeff Jarrett in there, and tell the fucking story. And if Hogan's not a coward, get him in there and tell the story.
the pre-show, yeah, the pre-show probably on right now. But
It might be on Peacock. I'm watching
what's the
John
truth?
Wick because that's on the TV.
What's the truth that should be said? You talk about they need to get their head out of their ass. They need to get their head out of their ass, and they need to put Vader in the Hall of Fame.
I agree. I agree 110%. Watching the Great Khali go in there over Vader was criminal. I got no problem with the Great Khali. I understand that he's eligible, but how do you leave someone like Vader out to put him in there? You know, like no one in their right mind is going to argue Kane. And Kane, I think, had the best speech out of all of them. His speech was best one out of all of them. But the Great Khali, I mean, come on, bro. over Vader. Like, I don't know. I don't know what else we're waiting for. In terms of them fucking getting their fucking shit together. Yeah, they'll put him in the legacy wing. And let me tell you something. That legacy wing is bullshit too. They have some bona fide Hall of Famers, like real Hall of Famers. How the fuck does Paul Bosch get the legacy wing? How?
No. I mean, I was growing up and I used to see this shit. Tell me how the fuck Gary Hart ain't in the fucking Hall of Fame.
Bro.
He was totally underrated as a fucking manager. That dude was fucking money. If you think of a Paul Heyman, he was Paul Heyman before Paul Heyman.
Hey, he was a damn good talker, bro. Damn good talker for his guys. I don't know why Dr. Death Steve Williams is in the legacy wing. How is that guy not a Hall of Famer? Like, WWE at least owed him that much. They fucking ruined his fucking career with that Brawl for It All bullshit. They fucking cost the company $10 million because he was supposed to do business with Steve Austin, but then fucking Bart Gunn knocked him out. And that was the end of that.
Hey, and then poor Bart Gunn. They gonna put poor Bart Gunn in there with Butterbean. Jesus Christ, at WrestleMania, that was a fucking slaughter.
Dude, I don't even think Bart Gunn put his hands up. He just stuck his face out there, and Butterbean with that fucking 4 mile an hour punch just came around and clocked his ass good. That motherfucker Bart Gunn was like, I'm done. I'm going back to Cleveland to play rock and roll. I'm done with this shit.
he damn near knocked him through the ropes, man.
Yeah. And like he hit him for real. That wasn't no working punch. That was some real shit. Yeah, see now if you want to put like Bart Gunn in the legacy wing, but even him with Billy Gunn, when they was smoking guns, they was a damn good tag team.
Multiple tag team titles.
Yeah, they were. They were a solid tag team. They were in an era where tag team wrestling wasn't really being looked at all that much because it was after your demolitions and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But they held it on. They held it, bro, for a while.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, hell, they went even heel when they brought Sonny in the shit. It seemed like they got better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell, let's be honest. I mean, even with Sonny's already in there. But I mean, shit, you got to give her credit because she started turning into like the manager of champions.
Yeah, she was doing a lot of managing, all right.
Yeah.
Telling Chris Candido, go ahead and go to sleep. I'll be back in a couple hours.
Hey, go in the house. I gotta say something.
How's she gonna snort all the rock? They let Ahmed Johnson get a piece of it. Talking about don't hurt her. Like, come on.
We'll talk about it. Look, I think the worst shit was the Ahmed Johnson shit. That time where she had a session with Ahmed Johnson to get the coke. Yeah. Ahmed Johnson beat it up, and then fucking Chris was still waiting.
Hey, Ray Money, Demolition don't want to be in the Hall of Fame. Bill Eadie said that they asked him, they're gonna say no, which I think is so fucking stupid. How are you eating still off of the Demolition gimmick and you're still wearing the face paint and you don't want to go in the Hall of Fame? That shit don't make no fucking sense.
I think it's easy to say something when you ain't been asked. Now it's different when you've been asked. I don't think they're gonna be tough as like Scott Steiner, because I was looking at Scott Steiner interview. He's like, tell me, where the fuck is the Hall of Fame at? Please tell me what street is it up? Like, it ain't no fucking Hall of Fame. This is a figment of fucking.
I mean, he ain't lying, bro.
No, he's not.
Sammy, just stop it, Sammy. Nigga said he still wants Sonny. I don't want her no more. After I saw that porno where all she did was lay on the couch and say, "Oh shit," like that's all that bitch said. She didn't make no effort. She didn't do nothing.
I think she probably was more active.
I even bootlegged that shit.
I think she was more active probably back in the day when she's fucking more big timer dicks between the Bulldog, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Ahmed Johnson. Shit, who else? I'm leaving somebody off. But yeah, that shit was horrible. You had old piece of shit, Shawn Michaels. Oh yeah, bring the coke, Sonny. Shit. She went over there, start fucking and sucking him.
Wait a
And
minute. Wasn't that when fucking she had to go fuck Ahmed Johnson to get the coke, and instead of bringing the coke back to Chris Candido, she stopped and shared it with Shawn Michaels.
correct.
That's some cold shit, man.
And she had a session with Michaels.
That's some cold shit, man.
And then she swear her and Britt didn't do nothing, which I don't believe. But then she came out and said, yeah, you know, Davey Boy was giving them running big power slams.
Not them running dick power slams.
Yeah.
Man.
Jay, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a well-known story there, buddy.
Yeah, shit. When on the old page, when we used to have like 20,000 subscribers and shit, before bitch ass fucking Instagram took us down, I put that up. I had the whole fucking story. It was a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
I had the whole fucking story where they sat there and talked about the whole story with that day. Somebody I forgot who talked about the story. They sat there and said the day started off, she was with Candido. They wanted some coke. They knew Ahmed he had to connect or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
She went to Ahmed. Ahmed said, hey, you ain't getting this without a little work. Then Ahmed worked her over, put her in the Pearl River plunge.
The famous words, please just don't hurt her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Candido knew.
Oh, did you know that on that Reels channel, they're gonna do the autopsy of Randy Savage?
No.
Yeah, they're gonna do him and the Intimidator.
Oh wow.
I didn't know that, but shit, I'm sitting here watching USA waiting for NXT to start, so that's a good place to do your commercials and shit.
That's smart.
Yeah, Pete Dunne gonna break all his fingers, all his toes. He gonna pull his ear sockets out. He gonna pull the side of his mouth, that part that holds his teeth together. He gonna pull that out.
Yeah.
Ibushi gonna get fucked up tonight because I think Pete Dunne, man, he not in the main event.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't have a good run. I mean, you look at it, he damn near ran the UK for 2 years.
Yeah, but he wants to make his mark over here, and I understand that. You know what I mean? He done had a lot of near misses, but he just couldn't beat Adam Cole. You know?
Yeah. And what should be say about the UK? If you watch that shit, they got some workers over there. They hard hitting over there.
Yeah.
Like they be putting in work over in the UK. It's like you'll watch that shit and you be like, damn, like this was going on over here. And then now the WWE getting smarter because now they sending more people. As like I said before, they fucking Harry Smith, the son of the British Bulldog, he going over there. Fucking
But you gotta remember too though, Randy, they really like they like to have the UK product, but they don't want to show too much of it to the American fans because you already see how NXT is drowning out the main roster as it is. Now people start watching that UK thing more, that they really ain't gonna want to watch Raw or SmackDown. So they try to be real careful where they keeping it regional. They let you see some of it, you know what I mean? But they still don't want to take away from Raw and SmackDown because I mean, God, NXT is doing it. I think that's another reason why they're moving to fucking Tuesday nights is because they want to try to just fit them in the slot. They don't really want. I don't think they want to go head up with AEW no more because they don't like the fact that people are switching back and forth when you can have just 100% undivided attention on Tuesday to your show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And speaking of AEW, it's like you think is it really smart that they want to have they show go against the NXT pay-per-view
tonight when they bring Mike Tyson out?
I'm like, you got that desperate because remember that just came out of nowhere,
dude. This ain't the night for that shit. And I swear, if any fucking motherfucker turns NXT to watch fucking AEW to watch Mike Tyson come out there, you got to really question if they really wrestling fans or not, bro. Because everybody knows, like, I have split screen, but tonight it's all on NXT. This is our pay-per-view for WrestleMania. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm AEW, you could have had him come out next week to really try to jumpstart the year after the big pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Doing it this week, it's just going to be a waste.
I agree.
You're going to tell me that him and Chris Jericho are going to go at it? You know, Tyson's going to call him out on the fucking Broken Skull show? No. You know? And I'm sorry. Like I said, getting back to that Broken Skull sessions, we're going to watch it, but it's going to be such bullshit. If you notice, all his stuff, all his answers are going to be WWE. You know, he tried to slide that little rape fantasy Sammy Guevara in there. But Tony Khan, you know he's not going to say a goddamn thing about your company, right? Like, except for the guys that were in WWE, you know, before you started. You know, that's pretty much it.
They probably call Shaq for next week. Oh, yeah, so he can appear out of nowhere. How
Well,
he disappeared from the ambulance.
Well, you know, Shaq, I think Shaq's still laying on the ground over there where he went through them tables.
Jesus Christ.
Because I don't think Shaq's been on those NCAA shows either. I don't think he's been on them shows.
No, they usually don't have him on there anyway. They usually have like Charles, Kenny, and Chuck.
Kenny and Chuck, Clark Kellogg. Man, they had Candace Parker on there, boy, with them braids. Whew.
She did the right thing. She came back home. She came back to Chicago.
Sheldon Williams, he was already like super overachieved when he got her. He was triple overachieved when he had a child with her. But then you fucked that up? That's about as bad as Von Miller fucking up Megan Denise. How do you do these things? Why do you what possessed you to have these A#1 women? I'm talking like just top flight cooch. And you fuck it up. I don't get that.
Ain't that the truth? The only thing I can say, Von Miller must have piped her down right, and he shot up in her. That's probably the only best shit he did since he won the Super Bowl.
And I think he regret doing that.
Dumbass.
Just like, who was that? Chris Webber. Chris Webber didn't want to claim Tyra Banks. Like, what's wrong with y'all, man? That should be great.
That's the ass you do claim.
I'm saying, like, you know, that's what I would think, but what the fuck do I know? But yeah,
I know we just regular people.
I think it's gonna be a good show, though, man. I think tonight they're gonna jumpstart it right as John Wick is getting ready to kill the Russian dude. So that means the NXT getting ready to start on my TV.
Exactly.
So shit, we can get back together after the show.
All right.
You know,
everybody who hear this shit, it will be an after show of NXT fucking T. And then if any of y'all sit there and take the time out, watch AEW, you can comment on that shit too.
Yeah. So, let us know how that goes. It'll be about as exciting as when Oscar Mayer decided to cut the meat portions and Lunchables in half.
Honestly, nigga, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Nowadays, the only reason I'm watching is I want to see Jade Cargill. That's some real shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna check her out tomorrow when I watch that show.
That's the only reason I watch.
Actually, take that back. They might get a scene. I'm not watching their show this week. I just thought about it because, fuck, you got NXT Part 2 tomorrow. NXT Part 2 tomorrow, you got the go-home show of SmackDown on Friday, and then WrestleMania Saturday and Sunday, then the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. So, yeah, it's probably just not going to happen this week for them.
Shit. It's going to be hard. Hey, the 49ers observed Justin Fields. Shit.
Oh, dude.
They said y'all was looking at Sam Darnold too.
No, Sam Darnold went to Carolina. It's over.
No, I said they said y'all was looking at him.
Oh, that's okay. You can look all you want. He ain't coming. But they did sign fucking Nate Stuttenfield. I don't understand that. That means Jimmy really gonna go. The nigga that took snaps for Philadelphia last year.
Oh.
They signed him to a 1-year deal, so that tells me Nick Mullins about to be gone. Bether's already gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the other one's already gone
Bether's
already.
already gone. That means Nick Mullins about to be gone, and probably Jimmy gonna be gone too, because the Niners don't carry 3 quarterbacks. It's rare. Like last year they did, and it's rare. Unless they counting on fucking Jimmy Garoppolo getting hurt again. You know.
Shit. I don't know. We gonna find out. It's 3 minutes too. We'll talk after.
All right, man. See y'all.
Wrestleheads, we'll see you after NXT.
And Raquel Gonzalez can get it the hard way.
All right.